Shout out to all of my teachers that I've had since freshman year. You all have made such a big impact on me, and I cannot even begin to express my gratitude for everything you've done. Thank you all so much, and I appreciate every one of you.
I've had a lot of great teachers during my time at Ramstein, but I want to say a really big thank you to Mr. Floyd, Miss Kretz, Miss Volka, and Mr. Langholz for making this senior year such a great one. So thank you guys. I couldn't be where I am without you.
Shout out to all the teachers and all the coaches that made this year really special for me. It was my first year at Ramstein, and everybody was really nice, really welcoming, and it was an amazing senior year. So shout out to y'all. I appreciate it.
Going on, my name is Jason, and I want to thank all the staff at Ramstein. You guys are all amazing. To name a few, I want to thank Ms. Bond, Ms. Marks, Nurse Hurt, Coach Hollomet, Coach Horn, Mr. Floyd, and Mr. Tobias. You guys were always there for me, and for that I'm very appreciative. Thank you.
Hey, it's me, Hannah Ireland, and I just want to say a quick thank you to Mr. Chai, Miss Barone, and Miss Quesada for helping me become who I am and for just helping me throughout the whole school year. So thank you guys. Have a great rest of the...
What's up guys, it's Alexis Try, and I just want to do a huge shout out to every single staff member out there at Ramstein. We are a huge community, a family, and without all of you guys coming together and working hard, our senior year wouldn't have been as amazing as it was despite it being cut short. So thank you for everything. Peace out, Royals. It's been one heck of a ride.
I've been at RHS for about 4 years, and I met some amazing teachers and amazing counselors like Miss Weston. Miss Weston is awesome. Freshman year I had Mr. Floyd. He was a great teacher, literally made me think about math in a totally different way. Miss K, my music teacher, amazing. Miss Bond, my US history teacher, amazing. Mr. Manning's great. Mr. Langholz is great. Mr. Martin is great. Miss Harrington is great. There have been a lot of amazing teachers that have helped me, and the list honestly goes on. So you guys keep doing what you're doing. Oh, and Mr. Andy for being a real one and always hooking me and my girls up with some great food during lunch. So
thank you, Mrs. Roach, and thank you, Mr. Rios, for having me and making class fun.
Hi, Miss Weston. We brought you here today because we want to thank you for all that you've contributed to the senior class this year. And so we all prepared a little speeches to show you how thankful we are. So I'll go first. On behalf of the senior class, we want to thank you for all that you have done. You have impacted each and every one of the seniors this year, and it's not just because you're the guidance counselor, which is no small role, but it's because of your heart, the way you care for each student as if they're your own child. Whenever someone comes into your office, no matter how big or how small the problem is, you drop everything to make sure that it is solved. You give the best advice about everything. But I personally want to thank you for helping during the summer. When Sophia and I were painting the senior hall, you allowed us to borrow supplies and keep things in your office. You also provided the painters with a friendly face, and they could just stop by and talk to you, a true friend to the seniors. And we also appreciate the cute and uplifting updates in the classroom during our time at home. It gives us a warm feeling.
Well, thank you, because when you said you all wanted to meet with me, I'm telling you, my heart like dropped. I'm like, oh, good Lord, what's going on now?
Okay.
So thank you very much. That was very sweet.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna say my speech. Miss Weston, I cannot express to you enough how you've been a therapeutic friend to all of the senior class. When things got stressful, you were able to make things so simple. Hashtag when we would all try to switch our classes at once. You are a close friend to all of us, and we will remember you forever. You have impacted this class in the most wonderful ways possible. And when we visit RHS, we will definitely come to see you as a friend, mentor, and our favorite counselor. Thank you so much for your hard work and dedication. We won't forget it.
You're welcome. That was very sweet. Thank you. I'm getting goosebumps.
Okay, now it's my turn. All right, Miss Weston, you're a wonderful counselor, and I don't mean that as a pun. You're one of the greatest influences in our school, and you have helped countless students on their path to college. Even though the path may be long and stressful, you not only make it easier, but you prepare us for the unforeseeable future. We really appreciate your commitment to senior class and everything you've done, from being a friend to a wise teacher.
Thank you. That was very sweet. Thank you very much.
All right, and now it's my turn, Miss Weston. The definition of a Wonder Woman is a woman with superhuman powers or a woman who performs well in her various demanding roles. Miss Weston, I believe you are a superwoman because of all the things you have to balance on your plate as a senior class counselor. I can't even imagine all the things you have to do, from writing hundreds of letters of recommendations to sending out dozens of high school transcripts for each student. You never fail to amaze me with all of your hard work and dedication to the class of 2020. I would also like to thank you personally for helping me tackle the dreadful military academy application process. I remember last summer nervously walking into your office telling you about my last-minute decision to apply. And instead of shooting me down, you said, all right, what do we have to do to get this done? You believe in all of your students and help guide them down a successful path. You have heavily impacted every single senior's life, and for that, we are forever grateful. So thank you, Miss Weston. You are truly a Wonder Woman.
Oh, well, thank you. Y'all are so sweet. I might get a little teary up in here.
We love you, Miss Weston. You're awesome.
Thank you guys so much. This was really sweet, because I'm serious when you see it. Said she wanted to meet with the senior class. I'm like, oh, good Lord, please don't tell me I got to do something else, because I'm losing my hair as it is. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all are wonderful, and it's been, it was funny because we were talking about you guys the other day, and I said, you're truly, and I'm not just saying this, one of the sweetest groups of kids I've had. Like, you really kind of go with the flow, do you know? And that's always, you know, I mean, this nice academic challenge that you put upon yourselves, but you really do kind of go with the flow. And guys, I don't know how, if we had a different class, we would have been able to do this. I'll be honest with you. And I appreciate everybody tuning in to my page and stuff like that, because it hasn't been easy for anybody, for the teachers, for me, for you guys, for your parents. So I think it probably would have been harder had I had a different group, but y'all really kind of stayed the course, and, you know, kudos to you for that. I'm sad that I don't get to like hug everybody and everything, but I like the fact that I can see you when you come back to visit. That makes me feel good.
Hi, Miss Tobias. On behalf of senior class, we're all thanking you because of your generosity that you've shown for seniors this year, and we want to appreciate how much you have done for us.
Oh, thank you.
Our little speeches for you, and hopefully you enjoy it. So. I'll start first. On behalf of the senior class, we are thanking you because of your generosity you have shown, especially in these last few but critical months. You have endured a lot from upset parents, students, and members of the community. If we don't have your assistance, I truly believe that we will not have as much as we do now for all the seniors. You are VIP for communicating the students' ideas to wherever they needed to be heard. If there was a superlative in high school for best vice principal, you surely would win across the board. Thank you for showing your benignity. You truly care for your seniors. We couldn't ask for a better vice principal.
Okay, I'm gonna start now. Miss Tobias, you have been a major part of this class's life, but not by just standing outside to greet us or talking to us in the hall or even just asking us about our day. But you were there for us by being our voice. You have stood for us when things got hard, and you always had an understanding towards us, and we will never be able to express our thankfulness to you. I hope you are truly recognized for your work towards this class, because we wholeheartedly want you to be known for your efforts. Thank you so much.
Okay, now it's my turn. All right. So, Miss Tobias, your eagle eye sees everything and protects everyone in the school as soon as they walk in, which genuinely makes me feel safe and like I'm at a professional institution and at a good school. You're one of the head figures of Ramstein, and you do so much for our well-being and education. Even outside of the school during these times, we feel your influence through these daily reminders and very important updates. We really appreciate your commitment to senior class and everything you've done so far, from being a school friend to a great influencer.
All right, Mr. Tobias, I know I've thanked you quite a lot over the past few weeks, but I can't do it enough, so I'm going to do it again. All right. I'm not going to lie to you, Ms. Tobias. I was kind of scared of you when I first met you. I remember you walking onto the girls' soccer bus one day before practice, and I thought, man, are we in trouble again because of all the soccer fiasco? But instead, you gave us inspiring advice on how to push through despite everything that has happened to us. That day on, I have looked up to you and your positive approach to life. I knew it was okay to talk to you about anything, and I could trust you. You are so accepting and understanding, and the class of 2020 is so thankful for that. You were there to listen to the seniors' voices when we felt no one else would. You fought so hard to help us make positive changes to our graduation, and it meant the world to us seniors. Despite how everything went down due to our current circumstances, you found amazing ways to make the end of our senior year as memorable as it could be. We couldn't have thanked you enough for all the sacrifices you have made for us, Mr. Tobias. I'm excited to finish this year strong and see everything you have put together for us. Although I will truly miss you, I know this isn't our last goodbye. So for now, see you later, Ms. Tobias, and again, thank you for everything.
Thank you very much. I wanted to say this is very touching. I had no idea. Your sponsors did a good job of keeping this a secret. But, you know, you say it's a sacrifice, and to me it's a true pleasure. It's an honor to work with the class of 2020. It's a special class for me. I knew most of you, or many of you, when you were little. So to get to see you grow up and see you become adults and wonderful world citizens is truly an honor for me. So thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it.
Aw, thank you so much, Mr. Tobias. It really means a lot.
Hi. So the senior class was sent out this form, and we voted on teachers we wanted to recognize who we thought were the most influential and important to just our class as a whole. And you were voted as one of the most influential teachers. And so I have something prepared to read to you.
Okay.
I'm nervous. Are you ready?
I'm nervous too.
I'm nervous. There's something at the end, but it's okay. It's okay. All right. Miss Harris, am I good to start? Okay, cool. So, there has seldom been a time where I have been nervous of having a teacher before having even met them. So naturally, starting junior year, I was terrified when so many fellow students told me, Bryce, she is one of the toughest graders you'll ever have. Or Yeah, I cried pretty consistently throughout that class.
Oh,
However,
no.
however, each and every one of these statements was followed with, but she is one of the best teachers you'll ever have. And thankfully, my fellow classmates are not liars, and every one of these statements is true, especially the statement about this teacher being one of the best that the class of 2020 will ever have. That is why it is an honor to recognize Miss Cheryl Marks. I had the privilege of being in Miss Marks's AP Language and Composition class my junior year, and I will admit there were a few tears. And not because the Scarlet Letter necessarily tugs at the heartstrings. From the first day of school, Miss Marks impressed and inspired us with her kindness and dedication as a teacher. She was honest in the way that we needed her to be, telling us that it was not going to be easy, but it was going to be worth it. She was dedicated in a way that we did not deserve, getting on Google Docs with us at 10 p.m. to help us with essays due the next morning. She was humble in a way that is indescribable. I remember talking to Mrs. Rast, who was Miss Marks's student teacher at the time, and Mrs. Rast described watching Miss Marks teaching as, quote, watching a god work magic. End quote. And I think that description perfectly sums up having Miss Marks as a teacher. For the class of 2020, Miss Marks, you have helped us find our voices. You have shown us true commitment and motivation to overcome and persevere. You have demonstrated and taught us the strength and power of words. You have revealed to us the deeper meanings of life, pushing us to never stop asking, why? You have given us encouragement and confidence, teaching us that even though we may not see it right now, there is a green light behind all of the fog. Yes. It has been an honor and a privilege to work with you on student council this year and have been in your AP Lang class last year. And it is with a heavy heart that I and the class of 2020 must say goodbye. We will never forget everything that you have taught and given us these past few years. This is just the beginning for us, Ms. Marks, but we will never forget our home here at Ramstein High School, nor indeed 21. On behalf of the class of 2020, we thank you, Ms. Marks. And I apologize for giving you the name Share Bearer so we could call you behind. But we are forever thankful, and thank you so much, Ms. Marks.
Thank you. I don't even know what to say. I don't even think I can speak. Thank you. That really, really means a lot to me.
So I wrote up a little speech for you to hear, just so we can thank you for everything that you've done for us.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we have all had that one adult that we look up to and admire. One that is our mentor, but also our friend. You might be thinking of your history crush, John Locke, but this adult, for me and many other of my fellow seniors, is you, Miss Bond. For the past 2 years, I have had the honor to get to know such a fun, caring, and passionate teacher. You are very different from all the other teachers I've had. Your energy and enthusiasm light up the room. You were so loving and took the time to actually get to know us. Just the fact that you spent so much time writing personalized letters to every single student says a lot about the person you are. Well, now it's our turn to write back to you. You made my most dreaded subject something I always look forward to. Every A-push class was something to remember, from T-posing on a desk to squishing huge bugs on the wall with textbooks. Thank you for being the best A-push teacher in the world, Miss Bond. We wouldn't have gotten all those 4s and 5s without you. But A-push isn't the only thing we are thanking you for. The list goes on and on of all the time you've put in for us and all the sacrifices you have made for the class of 2020. You have done so much for me personally, and I haven't properly thanked you. You have been there for me since day one when I walked into your classroom as a new kid. You were so kind and understanding and helped me quickly adjust to Ramstein. You were always someone I could count on and trust. Thank you for helping me achieve my goals and obtain an appointment to the Air Force Academy. I really couldn't have done that without you, Miss Bond, and I owe you the world. It meant so much to me and all the other seniors that you wrote letters of recommendations to help achieve their dreams and to get into their desired colleges. So what I'm saying is, it's not just me who you've touched, it's the entire senior class. You have educated us, comforted us, and sacrificed for us. As a student council sponsor, you have worked so hard to make our last year here at Ramstein enjoyable and memorable. I remember our meetings and how dedicated you were about making our school a better place for everyone. Anyone that gets you as a teacher, anyone that gets to know you as a person will be blessed because you are truly amazing, Miss Bond. You've had such a positive impact on my life and the rest of the seniors at Ramstein High School. I will miss you dearly, but don't worry, I'll be back to visit soon, and we'll definitely keep in touch. In the meantime, oh Captain, my Captain, keep being you, be in by 10, and make good choices. Thank you, Miss Bond.
Thank you. I'm glad I have some classes on right now.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you for everything you've done because you've just done so much for me, and it really means the world. You're definitely my favorite teacher of all time, but don't tell anyone that.
I won't. It'll be our secret.
But yeah, thank you, Miss Bond.
Thank you, Alexis.
Hi, Miss Music. You brought here today because you're receiving an official Teacher Appreciation Award for all that you did for the seniors. On behalf of them, I would like to thank you because your class was a fundamental part of senior year for all seniors. You were a point B in all our lives. Your classroom was a safe area where we could be free from senior year pressures, like major life decisions or the ticking time bomb of our childhood coming to an end. Every day before class began, you were standing outside waiting to greet each and every one of your students with your friendly smile. That did not come to a halt when class was moved online. You had your own way of showing you cared with your daily check-ins where we could tell you how we're feeling during this hard time at home. What mattered the most to the students was that you cared to get to know them and to have conversations on what they deemed important in their lives. You cared about our academics and reaching future endeavor goals, but that did not diminish how much you cared for us on a personal level. There have been numerous stories from students who have been touched by your generosity, such as a student whose dad was deployed, a student having trouble choosing their future path, or a student who just needed a friend. I may have been one of the students that just needed a friend. I would also like to highlight that what you did for the last day for your seniors. Miss Music, your little graduation that you put on for us made each and every one of your students feel important, but most importantly, feel noticed, because sometimes we are lost amongst the chaos this year. Every student would like me to thank you for handpicking our achievement you deem suitable for us. The point is, you touched all of our lives due to your kind heart. If we are not connected by the fact that we are a graduating class of 2020, we are surely connected through you. We are sad that you are PCSing this summer, because this means we cannot come visit you when we visit our family over the breaks. But we wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors as you did us. But I'm positively sure we can maintain contact. So thank you for the bottom of all our hearts, and I'm still holding you to that cup of tea, Miss Music. Whether it be this summer or 10 years from now. Much love, the seniors of 2020.
Oh my gosh, you made me cry, and I'll cry more after this. This is so sweet. Thank you so much. This means a lot to me. You guys have been wonderful. It's been a wonderful school year. Oh my gosh. I wish I could hug you right now. I'm going to go find a pillow to hug. Oh my God. Thank you so much. I'm speechless. This made me so happy. Thank you so much.
I have been truly blessed to have met someone as great as Mrs. Sanka. She is someone who devotes her time to not only our school, but her time to know just about every single one of us here at RHS. To know Mrs. Sanka is to know that you will always have someone that will give 100% of their effort and continue to give even more. She is, to me, the definition of hardworking. She has been volunteering her time here since her son was at RHS. And that to me shows how eager and committed she was to helping all of us, from senior meetings to making sure our concessions were filled with food for every game. I am honored to have written this speech for someone who is genuinely an amazing, kind-hearted, and essential part of my high school journey and our high school journey together. I'm sad to see you go, but I am absolutely lucky to be a part of this senior class who you have volunteered for since the beginning. Thank you, Mrs. Sanka, for all your hard work and dedication to Ramstein. Your commitment will always be remembered by the class of 2020.
Ramstein football would not be the stellar program you see today if it were not for the tremendous amount of help provided by the team parents. One parent in particular who has stood out is Miss Mendez. Over the past 4 years, Miss Mendez has shown extreme levels of cooperation, dedication, and love for the Ramstein football program. She has coordinated many opportunities for the team to raise money, allowing us to stay in a hotel rather than a gym floor, on travel trips, get new pairs of socks and shirts, all fully compensated for by these fundraisers, so that no student athlete had to pay out of pocket. This is quite a big deal, as these things are very expensive. However, it is only a fraction of the contributions Miss Mendez has made to the program. She always made sure the team had snacks and beverages at all the away games, which was very much appreciated. During the preseason, when there are 2 practices a day, Miss Mendez would always invite the athletes over to her house for lunch in between practices, with enough food to feed everyone who decided to show up. Nobody asked her to do this, but she did it because she really did care about the team and the program as a whole. Ramstein football may have had more seniors graduating this year than any other year. This meant that senior night was going to be that much more to plan. Miss Mendez, however, did not let that slow her down, as she made sure that everything was squared away for senior night, from the athletes to the parents and even all of the decorations. It really made senior night one to remember. At the end of the season, there is always a team banquet which officially ends the season. Miss Mendez has always done an extraordinary job at making sure parents know how to sign up to bring food, setting up the many decorations, having gifts prepared for the coaches and the departing seniors, and pretty much ensuring that everything runs smoothly. It is impossible to mention all of the things Miss Mendez has done for the Ramstein football program, because on top of everything just mentioned, there is so much more that she does behind the scenes, and we are very honored to be the ones to recognize her for all of her hard work. Miss Mendez has changed the Ramstein football program for the better, and has inspired not only the players, but also the parents, because she knows how to get things done, and she does so in a very special and caring way. On behalf of the entire Ramstein football program, thank you, Miss Mendez. We love and appreciate everything you do for us, and we could not be any more grateful.
Love is in the air, everywhere I look around. Love is in the air, every sight and every sound. And I don't know if I'm being foolish, don't know if I'm being wise, but it's something that I must believe in. And it's there when I look in your eyes. Love is in the air, in the whisper of the tree. Love is in the air, in the thunder of the sea. And I don't know if I'm just dreaming, don't know if I feel safe, but it's something that I must believe in. And it's there when you call out my name. Love is in the air, love is in the air. Love is in the air, in the rising of the sun. Love is in the air when the day is nearly done. And I don't know if you're illusion, don't know if I see it true, but you're something that I must believe in, and you're there when I reach out for you. Love is in the air everywhere I look around. Love is in the air, every sight and every sound. And I don't know if I'm being foolish, don't know if I'm being wise, but it's something that I must believe in, and it's there when I look in your eyes. Love is in the air, love is in the air. Oh, 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 oh.
Hello, fellow classmates. Can we please take a minute to thank our parents and let them know how much we truly appreciate them? After all, they were there for the majority of our journey. And because Senior Recognition Night is not just about recognizing our teachers and staff. So please, turn to your parents and take a short moment to thank them. Okay, I hope I gave y'all enough time. If this was done in person, each parent would receive a flower as a token of their child's appreciation and a little letter they wrote themselves that night. But as we all can see, we're unable to come together to share our appreciation in person. This goes for our parents, our teachers, our staff, and not to mention each other. So on behalf of the entire senior class, I want to thank you, parents. This is my giant open letter to y'all. Dear parents, thank you for the unconditional love. Thank you for being our backbone. Thank you for believing in us so much that we almost attempted to fly just because you told us we could. But when you said fly, you meant soar. You meant reach for the stars and don't be scared to fall back down to earth, because we had this thing called a parent chute. No matter how far we reached, you were not far behind with your love and support. You allowed us to make our own mistakes, so we had an opportunity to learn from them just as you did. But you guided us, you offered your wisdom, for with wisdom comes experiences. And let's just say you'll have a lot of experiences. You told us the most beautiful thing we could wear is our confidence, to be proud in who we are and our beliefs, no matter how much they differed from others. And the most beautiful thing in the world to us is to see you smiling and know that we are the reason behind it. No matter how big or how small our accomplishments are, you are there, standing right next to us with an even bigger smile than the ones we were wearing. As we finish our childhood journey, I'm going to ask you to carry that smile for us, for we are saying our last goodbyes with an ending we didn't exactly picture. But believe me when I say you will not be carrying it by yourselves for long, for we will meet you because you taught us to be proud of our accomplishments. You taught us to be hopeful, empathetic, and respectful. You showed us that not all pain is bad, for pain signifies growth. You told us we are not weak, our hearts were just heavy because sometimes we cared a little too much. But when someone cares a lot, it's called love. We love you. Sincerely, your child from the class of 2020. And on that note, I want to thank you once again, parents, and I hope y'all enjoyed this senior recognition night. Peace out.